Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the Daytona 500 qualifying in season number 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. We are here at the Daytona International Speedway for round 1A of qualifying. There will be 3 rounds, and the first round is going to be split up into 2 groups because we can't have a race with 50 drivers in it, so we have to split it up. The top 12 advance on the round 2, and then in round 2, the top 12 advance on the round number 3, and those top 12 will battle it out for the pole position. And that is all that we are really racing for, because the rest of the drivers, and I will explain it as we go along, all the drivers that are in all caps have to race their way into the Daytona 500 to secure a spot into the Daytona 500 and all that. So we've already had quite a few guys come out here, and we will get to the leaderboard here. And one of the first guys I saw that came out onto the racetrack, I thought it was Cameron Gaju in the 51. I don't see him. Oh, there he is. And he's starting his first lap. He's already in the show with owner's points. The top 30, of course, we're qualifying to see who wins the pole, and we're also going to set up the duels. And you have to race your way in if you are in all caps. So guys like Ferdinand Gabat, he needs to race his way in. He's a part-time driver, does not have enough owner's points. If he races inside the top 15 in his duel, depending on whether the pole sitter, actually, if it's the top 16, if the pole sitter is in the top 15, it's top 15, the pole sitter is outside the top 15, or the front row sitter within your duel. It's complicated. Cameron Gaju has completed a lap, but he's all by himself, and when we're gonna see good laps from guys who actually draft with each other. Raja Karoof just went to the top of the board in the number 40, and we're going to talk some rookies here. Nick Pericles in the number 31 this season. He's a rookie. Let's see here. Annie Thomas, one of 2 of the ladies this season, becoming the first 2 women ever to compete full-time in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Annie Thomas is one of them. Justine Terrison, the 15, is another. We have John Andrews, a rookie, in the number 25. He has to race his way in. We have Caleb Hoffman in the 13. He's already in the show. We have Elijah Gordon. Garrett Pick needs to race his way in. That number 98 did not get enough owner's points last season to secure a spot into the chase, or into the Daytona 500. We have Christian Master. Jared Holmes, a rookie this season. Riley White. Biff Crafton. Good to see him full-time once again. We have Austin Spencer, Abe Troxel, and Jacob Reed. Tasha Jasmine Radal in the 32, a rookie this season. Jack Morris, a rookie this season. Morris is already in the show. We have Kevin Gandara. He needs to race his way in. He's a rookie. Eric Almenhart. It's good to finally see him in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. He's driving the number 88 this season. He's the Crown Royal Series champion, so expect him to do good things this season. We have Michael James returning in the number 20. Nicholas Amadeo. Now, this is a very interesting thing here. He is the past Daytona 500 winner, and he needs to race his way in to the Daytona 500. It's not looking too good for that number 48 team, but the 48 did not get enough owner's points in season number 2 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series to have enough owner's points to race to lock themselves into the Daytona 500. We have Cameron Gaju here. John Arndt in the number 62 this season, a rookie. He needs to race his way in. A couple part-time drivers are racing with each other. Colin Lindsay in the number 39, and Ferdinand Gabat in the number 44. Trying to work together, get a good lap. As I said, top 12 advance on. We're already pretty much done through this session. And it looks like Eric Almenhart, Jesse Turner, and never mind, that's all at the weight. I really don't know. Caleb Hoffman is right now fastest, and he's part of this big group here. John Andrews looking to make his way into the Daytona 500. Of course, you need to finish top 15. If you don't get the front row start during qualifying right now, you're going to have to race your way into the duel if you are in all caps. But if you are not in all caps, you're already in the show no matter what, because of owner's points. And for some guys, like maybe Nicholas Amadeo, I'm pretty sure like Stuart Gratton, well, not so much Stuart Gratton, like Dean Wickard in the next round, like he's really like on that line. And John Andrews just went to the top of the board in number 25. Really fast car there. The trademark of Napa fan right there. Driving the number 25 this season. Past champion Jesse Turner in this mix. He's got a pretty decent... No, he doesn't. Oh, wait, yeah, he does. He's right now in the top 12. And this session's almost over, but we'll see if these guys get a good run. I think Turner's going to get a really good lap here. And then number 43, he got a really good draft on Roger Carruth and the number 40 in front of him. Right now, as they stand in the top 5, Caleb Hoffman, another good lap for him. Right now, as they stand, Jacob Reed is on the bubble. So you see the guys in all caps. Some of them are, full-time drivers like Nicholas Amadeo and Kevin Gandar. Garrett Pick is another one of those guys. They need to race their way in to the Daytona 500 during the duels on Thursday. If they do not race their way in, it's going to be a hard time for them to get into the chase. If we have more than 2 part-time drivers make it in to the 500, then there will be some full-time drivers missing, and I know I keep on saying to make it into the chase. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm sorry. But anyway, the top 12 you see on the board, they are in round number 2 of qualifying here, and we'll get to round 1B here right now. Okay, here we go for round 1B. I do apologize for my kind of like rambling on about the whole thing. I'm not really good at explaining much. But I'm going to try to explain it again, just in case you're skipping through the video. If you're in all caps, you need to race your way into the Daytona 500 during the duels on Thursday. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Oh boy, some rookies here, some more rookies. We have Ryder Barnes in the number 11 for season number 3. I've got our good buddy Garrett Sonor in the number 16. Final 4 driver in season 2. We have Tyler Selsman in the 1 this season. Tristan Allen, a rookie. Nathan Ormond in the number 95. He needs to race his way in that car. We have Adam Brown in the 42. And when you're kind of thinking about it here, the part-time guys really don't have as much to lose as the full-time guys. Because the part-time guys, if they miss it, they miss it. That's what they're made to do. They're made to miss races. But, they don't have near as many owner's points as some of the full-time guys do. And I think we have more drivers, more full-time drivers over here that need to race their way in than we did in the first set in round 1. We have Trey Bartow. He needs to race his way in. Then number 4, and if I'm not mistaken, he's next to last in points, in the owner's points for the full-time guys, I should say. So it's not really looking too good for him. Anyway, we'll go over and see who's in what car. We have Ryder Barnes in the 11 this season. We have Tyler Selsman in the 1, as I said. Tristan Walker drives the number 24 this season. Aaron Walpole in the number 3. Justine Terrace in the number 15, one of 2 lady drivers this season. Full-time, at least. Full-time lady drivers in season number 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. The first 2 women ever to drive full-time in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, along with Annie Thomas. Yeah, interesting to see what they do. We have Garrett Sonor in the 16, if I can get to him. We have Tyler Myers in the number 6. I kind of like that name. Really fits well in my mouth. We have Dejon Weeks in the 26 this season. Stuart Gratton, he needs to race his way in that number 55. We have Tristan Allen in the number 2 this season. Trey Bartow in the 4, as always. Gabriel Marcio. Now, this was the only driver that missed season 2 that is not a rookie this season. He raced in season number 1 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Missed season number 2, but he is back, and he is right now driving number 41 this season. You have Adam Brown, Nathan Ormond there. Cameron Garlington in the number 38. Richard Schaffner and Herja Larvin Alonso, both part-time drivers this season. They need to race their way in. We have Cody Hagan in the 10. Aaron Smith in the number 83. This was the car that Max Newirth won the Rookie of the Year in. Tyler Selsman in the 1, as I said. Zachary Fitzwater in the 9. Dean Wickard, he needs to race his way in, but he's probably going to make it. The only way he would miss it is if all 10 of the part-time drivers race their way into the Daytona 500. That's the only way he would miss it. So he's pretty good. We have Nicholas Gratton. attempting to make his first start in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and that number 29. And after the Daytona 500, there will be a cycle through the rest of the races. Actually, there will be a couple more races that have qualifying, like the NRLOA 500 at the Michigan International Speedway, the first Michigan race of the season. I'm just planning on having qualifying for that. I'm planning on having qualifying for the Coca-Cola 600, and qualifying for the Southern 500, and maybe Indianapolis, maybe. Not entirely sure. Aiden Saunders in the number 21 this season. Matt Dallio. Now, if he missed the race, I'm going to eat my hat. I'm going to feel sick to my stomach if he misses this race. Let's put it that way. We have Max Newworth, the Rookie of the Year for season number 2 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, and he's running pretty well right now. No, he's not. Or is he? I can't tell. Okay, yeah, he's running pretty well right now. I tell you, this is not going good for me. But anyway, we got guys like Stuart Graham that need to race their way in and all that. So I do apologize for not much announcing on the qualifying here for these first few segments. But anyway, Zachary Fitzwater right now, the fastest in the number 9. But we got guys like Matt Dallio. If Matt Dallio, if you win the pole, you're in the Daytona 500. If you get second place in qualifying, you're in the Daytona 500 no matter what. But the rest of the guys, they have to race their way in on the duels. There are no other lock-ins during qualifying except for the first 2 positions, and I finally explained that well. But you have to race your way into the Daytona 500 through the duels if you have that all caps name. If you race in the top 15 within your duel, that's good. You're in. If it's top 16 actually, if the pole sitter for your duel is still in the top 15. So yeah, I know it's complicated. I'm trying to explain it as well as I can, but I'm not really that good at it. Max Newworth is right now fastest on the board in the number 23, and I'm not surprised by that. Garrett Sonor is second fastest, and we almost had a big one there. Justine Terrace, we'll see where she is. She is third right now. This is a really fast pack. Dallio is in the top 12 right now. Top 12 advances to round number 2 of qualifying. Right now, Aaron Smith is on the bubble in the number 83. See, Aiden Saunders is right now not in it, so he's going to have to go into the duels and race his way in if he wants to make it into the 500. And I think we're going to end here right now, and we are. So top 12 you see on the board, they're in round number 2. The rest of the guys are going to have to race their way in, of course, if they are in all caps. If you're not in all caps, you're already in the Daytona 500, so that's good. But if you are all caps, you have to race your way into the Daytona 500 in the duels. If you want to secure a spot, some of the guys like Matt Dallio, Stuart Gratton, they might make it in even if they don't race into the top 15 in the duels. But it's not that good of a shot for them to make it in. It all depends on how many part-time guys make it into the Daytona 500. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this race. So, yep, let's get to round number 2 of qualifying here at Daytona. And the top 12, as you see on the board, they are in round number 12, and they will... round number 2, I tell you, dude. I tell you. I can't stand my announcing. It's horrible. Yeah. Okay, so top 12, you see, they're in round number 2. Other top 12 from the other round, they're in round number 2 as well. They'll battle it out. And the top 12 from there will race out. Okay, so as you can tell, I rage quitted after that. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think I should have waited to put the full caps stuff until after qualifying, but oh well. Anyway, we're here for round number 2 of qualifying in the Daytona 500, and now we have 24 cars on the track. Top 12 advance on to round number 1, and those 12 cars will battle it out for the pole after round number 2. So we'll see which 12 drivers will make it in and battle it out for the pole right now. And now I'll talk a little more about the qualifying this time because we went through all the cars and all that. And let's go into the number TV1 cam here. So Tyler Selzman in number 1 is the first driver out, but he doesn't have anybody to draft with, and that's not the best of things to do. And interestingly enough, nobody else is coming out quite yet. We have Jesse Turner. He's probably going to hope that some other guys come out with him. And we got, I think that's Riley White in the 78. that's coming out onto the racetrack right now. We got a good group of guys here. Biff Crafton, Jacob Reed, and Cameron Garlington. All veterans here in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. All have won races in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series before. You have Zachary Fitzwater, Riley White. They're both veterans as well. All 3 seasons we have had these 5 drivers in them. And same goes for Jesse Turner. Still quite a few guys still on the grid right now. Annie Thomas coming out in the number 18. And she doesn't have anybody to help her, so that's not going to help her too well. We got the 35 of Abe Troxel coming out. Garrett Sonor in the 16. And we still got a lot of guys on the racetrack now. We'll follow here with Biff Crafton. I think he's got a good shot at getting a good pull in the car in front of him, Jacob Reed. So we'll see how this all plays out for the number 47, who was a part-time driver in season number 2. He's back to full-time this season. See Max Newirth and Elijah Gordon on the apron there. Selsman just clocked in a lap, as he was the first driver out on the racetrack, and he's right now first on the board. But with a time like that, I don't think you're going to make it in to the top 12. And it's when we get these packs, and it looks like we're going to have a pack here. We have Jesse Turner, Abe Troxel, Garrett Sonor, and I definitely think they can get something done there. Turner to the top of the board. Fitzwater to the top of the board. Biff Crafton to the top of the board. As I said earlier, he was behind Jacob Reed, so he got a bit of a pull there, and right now he's up top in the number 47. You know, we're well past halfway before we actually get at least half of the cars to clock a lap, and it takes them a while to get around this track. We have Gabriel Marcio, Caleb Hoffman, and Jared Holmes coming out onto the racetrack right now. We have Christian Master in the number 14, moving his, trying to get a lap completed there. And here, I think we're going to see some fast speeds. Top of the board, Garrett Sonor in the number 16. But not after Biff Crafton goes to the top of the board. I tell you, I am very sorry. I just suck at this. Anyway, Biff Crafton to the top of the board in the number 47. That's a really fast car in there in that number 47. We got the 46 is second, so those 2 cars are really fast. Fitzwater, he's right now in the top 12. We haven't had all the guys come out yet onto the racetrack. Riley White, Annie Thomas, and Garrett Sonor, top 5. Fitzwater, Garlington, Alonso, Troxel, Gordon, Turner, and never mind, Turner just went top 4. But we're going to get some fast speeds here. I think Biff Crafton improved his lap, so did Jacob Reed. Those 2 cars are wicked fast. Jared Holmes, top 3 right now. Gabriel Marcio in the top 12. Caleb Hoffman in the top 12. All 3 of those guys in the top 12. As of now, at least. It's when we get these packs is when we're going to get those fast speeds. Here, Joe Larvin Alonso, 3rd on the charts. Richard Schaffner is right now in the top 10. Those are 2 part-time drivers trying to win the pole for the Daytona 500. Annie Thomas, where is she at? She's 14th right now, so she needs to get a good lap here. She's going to get a draft on Schaffner and Alonso. Matt Dalio, he is not racing with, running with anybody, so that's going to hurt his chances of getting into that top 12. Justine Terrace, same for her in the number 15. She isn't running with anybody. Neither is Aaron Smith, Cody Hagan. You have Tyler Selsman and Garrett Pick trying to do something there. Elijah Gordon and Max Newirth not really getting anywhere. And then we have this pack here, Christian Master in the number 14. He's right now outside of the top 12, but he's going to get a really good pull on this number 38, and he is going to go to 7th. So he's in the top 12 right now. Only a few seconds left here in round number 2 of qualifying. And Biff Crafton is still up top, but that is not the final round. That is not for the pole, but it still is going to show who has the better chance of winning the pole, because both Biff Crafton and Jacob Reed clocked really fast laps. So did Jared Holmes, Cameron Garlington, Zachary Fitzwater, Hairgel Arvin Alonso, Christian Master, Gabriel Marcio, Riley White, Caleb Hoffman, Garrett Sonor, and Abe Troxel. They all make it in to round number 1, or round number 3, I should say, of qualifying. And only one driver that needs to race his way in got in to the top 12 there. Now it's Hairgel Arvin Alonso. And if he wins the pole or gets second, he's in the Daytona 500 no matter what. But we'll see what happens in round number 3 of qualifying for the Daytona 500 in season number 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Okay, here we go. 12 drivers. Who will win the pole for the Daytona 500? We will find out very, very shortly. 12 drivers on the racetrack. First driver to come out here, it is Jared Holmes, and the number 27, a rookie this season. And as a matter of fact, he is the only rookie in the top 12 here for qualifying, trying to win the pole for the Daytona 500 in his first ever race on Napa Fan. That would be a big one for him. And he's right now the only driver out on the racetrack right now. If you did not notice in round 2 of qualifying, John Andrews did not get a lap in. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but he will be starting in 12th place for his duel on Thursday. And we will get the whole field of who's in, who's out of the Daytona 500 all figured out during the duel, so enough talk about that. But right now it is for the pole in the Daytona 500, and the only driver that is out on the racetrack is Jared Holmes and the number 27. Nobody else is peeking out right now. There's somebody. That is Caleb Hoffman in the 13. Will anybody go with him? Not quite yet. Looks like Hoffman's going to be out all alone. The driver who will win the pole will be behind somebody. That is a fact. So Zachary Fitzwater come out. We have Biff Crafton coming out onto the racetrack right now. So we got quite a few guys who still need to come out. We have Riley White, Jacob Reed, Gabriel Marcio, Cameron Garlington, Abe Troxel, Hairgel Arvin Alonso, the only part-time driver here. We have Garrett Sonor and Christian Master here as well. Anyway, we should see Jared Holmes complete his first lap, 44.069. That's a pretty slow lap there for that number 27, and that's not going to be enough to get the pole position for the Daytona 500. Caleb Hoffman, pretty sure he's starting his lap. We'll see if there are any drafts here. It doesn't look like there are. It looks like everybody's running by themselves. So it's going to be a matter of who has the strongest car. We'll get this pole position because everybody is by themselves. I don't see anybody drafting off of anybody. I mean, I'm not sure if Jacob Reed's close enough to Gabriel Marcio to catch up to him before this thing is done. But we will see. Caleb Hoffman in the 13. He was by himself, and I think this 33, he might be close enough to Garrett Sonor to catch up to him before this thing is done. Jared Holmes clocked in a faster lap the next time he went around with 43.652. Fitzwater completed a lap. He's right now third. And other than the first and second positions, the rest of the positions will determine the rest of the starting lineup for the duels. Inside line, if you start third, if you qualify third, I should say, you will start second for duel number 1. If you're fourth, you'll start second for duel number 2. The pole sitter wins pole position for duel number 1. Second place wins pole position for duel number 2. So, yeah. Hairgel Arvin Alonso just clocked in the fastest time. Jared Holmes is in second right now. Got this 16, though. He's been fast all qualifying long. Garrett Sonor in the number 16. He's got a great shot at getting this pole here. He is closing right up to the number 33. He's got a really good run. He's actually going to have to go side by side with him here. We'll see what kind of lap he gets. Jared Holmes at the top of the board in the number 27 with Abe Troxel in the 35. Sonor. We're going to see what his lap time looks like. He is going to go to the lead. Garrett Sonor up top. And right now, he is in the pole position right now. And that number 16, Hairgel Arvin Alonso in second. Will that be enough for Garrett Zenor to win the pole for the Daytona 500? We'll see here. Joe Larvin Alonso is right now out of it. Garlington at the top of the board in the number 38. Good run for Garlington. Right now, Zenor will get a front row start for the Daytona 500, but no, Jared Holmes and Riley White now on the front row for the 500. And I didn't notice this little 3-car pack here, but right now it's looking like the rookie, Jared Holmes, will get the pole position for the Daytona 500 in his first ever Napa fan start. That is amazing right there. But will Abe Troxel get a good run here in this 35? He's right behind Riley White trying to get a good lap. We will see. I'll follow him here, and as he crosses the line, he goes to the top of the board. Abe Troxel right now sitting on the pole position in the number 35. Jared Holmes is in second. Oh, these two guys are fast, but not fast enough. They're not going to improve their times for this time by. And this is probably the last shot for anybody to beat Abe Troxel and Jared Holmes for the pole position. Biff Crafton and Cameron Garlington. We'll see. Nope. Oh, we got a good pack here, though. Or do we? I think they got slowed down by Christian Master, and they're not gonna have enough time to get back around. Abe Troxel wins the pole for the Daytona 500 in season number 3. Jared Holmes will start alongside him in the Great American Race. The rest of the guys, well, they're already in, except for Joe Larvin Alonso. Alonso's going to have to race his way in, but he does have a high starting position in his duel, and we will see how that all plays out on Thursday. So thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Abe Troxel for winning the pole, and I will see you guys later.